Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Metzia, page 14. A. And in the Daf Yomi PL89 calendar system, which it correlates the planet Mercury, or the idea of it anyway. The sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. See Psalm 72. That Im Hashemesh V'Lifnei Yareach. It's based on that idea, and it's a 3-month calendar, 90 days, but it's really 89 for many reasons, not to be discussed right now, but maybe at a different time. And the last month of the set is what they call mutable months that turn into the next season. So, for example, Adar is a mutable month because it turns into the next season. The next month is Nisan, and so this year we had 2 Adars. So, basically, it just goes this bottom row. It goes twice. Usually, it goes like it's like Nisan. This is ER, and this is Sivan. Okay, so going back, this is Tevis, this is Shvat, and this is Adar. So here Adar goes again. And it starts Nisan, Tekuvas Nisan, Tekuvas Tammuz, Tishrei, etc. And so 3 Adar would be box 15. And March 13th would be 20, right here at the bottom, box 20. And the Julian calendar, that means February 29th this year was 13 days ago. And it's a box 40. This is where it was, Thursday, February 29th this year, the last box. And so we start the daf and continue and see if there's any connections. Okay. The Gemara answers, it is actually one element, as both elements have the same one reason. Because Rabbi Elazar says that the dispute in the Mishnah is in a case when the liable party does not admit his debt. He explains Rabbi Meir's opinion in this manner, meaning that a promissory note that does not include a property guarantee cannot be used to collect the debt, even from unsold property. The Gemara elaborates on the statement that the Braita serves as a conclusive refutation of 2 elements of the opinion of Shmuel. One element is like the element of the opinion of Rabbi Elazar that was refuted, as Shmuel also establishes the dispute between the Mishnah as referring to a case when the liable party does not admit to the debt, and the Braita states that in such a case there is no dispute. And the other one is that which Shmuel says, if one found a deed of transfer in the marketplace in which it is stipulated that the debtor transfers the rights to his property from the date that the document was signed, he must return it to its owner. And we do not suspect that there was repayment and that there is collusion between the creditor and the debtor. There is a conclusive refutation of that statement as well, as the Braita here teaches, even if they both agree. He should return it neither to this person or to that person. Apparently, we suspect that there was repayment. And all the more so here, in the case of a deed of transfer, when the liable party does not admit that he owes money, the deed should certainly not be returned, as we suspect that there was repayment. Shmuel said, what is the reason for the opinion of the rabbis who say that one can collect a debt from liened property, even if the promissory note does not include a property guarantee. They hold that omission of the property guarantee from the promissory note is a scribal error, as one would certainly not lend money without a property guarantee. Rava bar Itai said to Rav Idi bar Avin, did Shmuel actually say this? In other words, that the omission, meaning that the omission of this clause is considered a scribal error. But doesn't Shmuel say that enhancement, superior quality land, and lien require consultation? When a scribe writes a deed of sale for a field, he must ask the seller whether to write explicitly that there is a lien on the field, and the field is then repossessed from the buyer, in which case the seller must compensate the buyer for any enhancement of the value of the field that occurred while it was in his possession. That this compensation will be made from superior quality land, and that he liens all of his land as a security for the sale. This indicates that Shmuel holds that a property guarantee is not written in every promissory note. The Gemara asks, shall we say that the one who says this statement, quoting Shmuel, does not say that statement according to Shmuel? Perhaps is it a dispute between the Amoraim who transmitted the statements of Shmuel? Lo kashya. The Gemara answers, this is not difficult. Here, kan b'shar halva, de lo yahiv ina shesuzeh v'chadi, kan b'mechach v'memkar david inish zavin ara liome. Here, where Shmuel said that the omission of a property guarantee is a scribal error, it was with regard to a promissory note, as a person does not give away his money for nothing. When one lends his money, he requires a property guarantee. There, by contrast, where Shmuel said that a scribe must consult with the seller with regard to writing a property guarantee, it is with regard to a case of buying and selling land, as a person is apt to purchase land for a day. It is conceivable that the buyer is willing to risk that there is a prior lien on the land, thinking that even if he owns the property only for one day, he can earn a profit. As evidence of this distinction, the Gemara gives an example. It is like that incident in which Avu bar Ihi purchased a loft from his sister. Her creditor came and repossessed the loft from him. He came before Mar Shmuel to file a claim against his sister. Shmuel said to him, did she write you a guarantee in the deed of sale? He said to Shmuel, no. Shmuel said to him, if so, go to peace. Zil l'shlama, go to peace. As there is nothing that can be done. He said to Shmuel, but wasn't it you, master, who said that the omission of guarantee of the sale from the document is a scribal error? Shmuel said to him, this statement applies only to promissory notes. But with regard to deeds of buying and selling, it does not apply, as a person is apt to purchase land for a day. Abaye said, consider the case of Reuven, who sold the field to Shimon with a property guarantee, and Reuven's creditor came and repossessed the field from Shimon. As he had a prior lien on the property, it is the halacha that Reuven can go and litigate with his creditor. And the creditor cannot say to him, I am not legally answerable to you since I am taking the field from Shimon. This is because Reuven can say to his creditor, that which you take from him comes back to me, as I sold the field to Shimon with a guarantee. So you cannot claim that I am not a legal party to this matter. There are those who say that Abaye said, even Reuven sold the field. Abaye said, consider the case of Reuven, who sold the field to Shimon without a property guarantee, and disputants emerged. There are those who say that Abiah said, even if Reuven sold the field to Shimon without a property guarantee, Reuven could dispute the legal claim in court, as he can say to the creditor, it is not amenable to me that Shimon would have a grievance against me for selling him property that was subsequently repossessed. And Abiah said, consider the case of Reuven, who sold the field to Shimon without a property guarantee, and disputants emerged, disputing Reuven's prior ownership of the field. As long as Shimon has not yet taken actual possession of the land, he can withdraw the transaction and is not required to pay for the land. To be continued on 14b.